Welcome to another episode of Sanford Says. My name is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford, and your host for Sanford Says. Today's topic is all things events, July events. We're halfway through the month, or more than halfway. We had our big Star Spangled Sanford in the beginning of the month and wanted to focus in on all the details of that event. But we have some tremendous events in the latter part of July. And we have two guests today. Jennifer Brooks is the Recreation Special Events Supervisor, and Sean Kelley is the owner-operator of Henry's Depot in downtown Sanford, which is a wonderful establishment, and Sean will share some great information about that and what kind of fun events he's got going on this month and throughout fall. Welcome. Hi,
Good
Sean.
morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
Good morning.
Jennifer. So let's jump right in because this is so exciting. Music, that's all I'm going to say. Sean.
No, not just music. It's live music, and it's live classic rock music.
Okay, wait, stop the presses here.
Absolutely.
Oh, God, please.
Absolutely.
So, Sean, I know you are. Can you share a little bit about Henry's Depot? You're part of our community, the downtown merchant community now. It's a wonderful establishment. What's happening? What's the history of Henry's Depot?
Yeah, so if you haven't been by Henry's Depot yet, it's a 8,000 square foot food hall with a bar. We have ice cream, pizza, vegan, sandwiches, seafood. New spot opening is Maggie Dogs with specialty sausage links, coffee, mahogany coffee. So there's something for everybody when you come in, and we love to do events. Maybe you've been to a couple of the events, but now that things are getting back to normal, it's very exciting to be able to put on these concerts again and car shows that we have coming up. So lots of stuff that we have coming up, but we're really excited about this upcoming concert.
Yeah, that's this weekend. And
Yep.
July 25th. First of all, Henry's Depot address, or people can Google it these days or go on. You're on Facebook, right?
We're on Facebook, Instagram. It's 212 West First Street, big giant blue building right when you pull into First Street. Look for the construction going on, which we're extremely excited about along Myrtle. We still have plenty of parking in the back, so.
Yeah, and this, I understand, there's some history to the building, Sean, right?
Oh, yeah.
About the depot, that's why it's called Depot, right?
Well, when I bought the building, I definitely went down the rabbit hole on the history of the building and all the trains that used to come through there and Henry Plant, and I even still learn new things. I thought I knew everything about it, but there's 150 years of history there. But Henry's Depot is named after Henry Plant, which was a railroad and steamship entrepreneur that kind of put Sanford on the map by bringing his steamships down the St. Johns River, and they would unload and load cargo right there. And the freight depot was located on the very same footprint where our building is now.
Yeah, so it's some really
Very
cool history,
cool.
right, Jennifer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we speak of concert series, classic rock, as Jennifer deemed it. What's going on? What's going on the 25th, Sean?
So on the 25th, we have a Kiss tribute band, Kiss America. We're going to have an outside stage, huge stage, the same stage we had for the Sunday Morning Coming Down concert, and we're going to have School of Rock opening for them. So it's a bunch of the local kids around from Seminole and Orange County. So that's going to be really cool to see them get out there and rock it on the big stage. And then Kiss will go on around, I think, 4 or 5.
Okay, and so is this a ticketed event, or how would that work if people want to find out?
So
more details?
typically all of our concerts are free. You can buy VIP tickets, and the VIP will get you the VIP lanyard, first drink free. We set up a bar on the back patio, so you'll have access to that VIP bar. And, it's just a nice added little thing. Helps us out, too, with getting the band in there. But all the VIP tickets can be purchased. If you go onto our website, henrysdepot.com, there's a link on there for the summer concert series, and that'll take you over to ViewStub to purchase those VIP tickets.
Yeah, and nothing like supporting the arts and musicians and live music. And so what was the background about what made you bring a concert series to Henry's Depot?
Well, I mean, Sanford's big on events, and we do well, but it's always good to, right now, especially at this stage of the game, since we're so new, these are more marketing things for us because it gets people out that have never been there before. They have a reason to come out and see it, and then when they walk in the doors, they're like, wow, this is incredible. There's so many options in here. The inside is really cool. Side note, we just had an incredible mural done by Holly Davis inside right next to Salvatore's. You guys got to come see that.
Oh, cool.
The City Arts Committee is going to be doing a little thing on it. So, but there's a lot of stuff to see. Speaking of the history, there's old photos of the train depot and things like that. So I just want to get people in there and expose them to Henry's Depot and the Basin and all the restaurants, so that they see how cool it is, and then they'll come back.
Yeah, it's a wonderful concept. I mean, it's like sort of like an old, like the way the food court sort of was back in like the 80s or 90s, because not everybody wants to go to the restaurant, the same restaurant. And this way, it's so convenient. You can choose whatever you like. There's such variety. And then you also you're having this summer concert series, which involves music and fun, and it's for everyone. So that's a really wonderful thing, and it's open for everyone, our residents, our visitors. Come on down to downtown Sanford. And Jennifer, as our supervisor of special events, that's why you're on the show today too. You're very much involved in the organization of these type of events and the approval process that goes through, because you are out this is not inside, it's an outdoor concert series. We have you mentioned parking, there's a streetscape going on, there's some construction, but Jennifer, you'll speak to the fact that there is still plenty of parking. And just the partnership between the private sector and the public sector. So
Henry's Depot is located right in smack in the middle of historic downtown Sanford, right on First Street. But you'll notice that Myrtle Avenue is closed off, so you may be thinking that you can't get to them. However, on the east side of the building, there is an access drive, so you can pull in to get to his rear parking lot, or you can come down Fulton to get to the rear parking lot. On event days like this, when part of the parking lot will be used for staging and stuff, on the weekends, City Hall parking is open parking. That is open to the public, and the public's more than welcome and encouraged to park there, so you can access our downtown merchants, and especially concerts like Kiss.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's always good. Sean's great to work with. He's an old hat at filling out special event applications, which of course is any event that you invite the public at large to attend. And if you're utilizing a space like a parking lot for something other than what it's intended. We're really looking for, and I want to give Sean a quick shout out. During the pandemic, it's still so fresh, isn't it? But I was watching him from home on Facebook, teaching me how to make cocktails.
Yeah.
And that was Four Roses is now in my household. And,
that's a good one. Yeah.
So he's I think he's a natural entertainer at heart. So I definitely give his place. And working weekends, sometimes I don't have time to run in and sit down and get something to eat, but I can run into Henry's Depot and grab a drink from one place, a sweet tea from one place, grouper bites from another, and sometimes I need a little sugar. There's a great dessert place in there too. So, and you can get it and go, and I'm in and out in 10 minutes and have really good food.
It's just, I agree with you.
It's really a great
Thank
place.
You.
And the Sunday morning brunches are fantastic as well for sit down. It's really nice. If you haven't done that, I would strongly recommend that as well.
And I was going to ask you about that, Sean. So you open up what time on Sunday? So this is July 25th. It's the concert series is 4 to 9, but your business is open way before then, correct?
Yeah, we open at 10 a.m. and at the Basin we're doing $5 Bloody Marys. We do a $25 bucket of champagne and unlimited juices. And then, of course, you have Mahogany Coffee and Dharma Fine Vittles and Oak Flame that do a little bit of brunch stuff. All the restaurants will be open by 11, but there's plenty going on. So we advertise on the Sunday morning coming down radio show. So sometimes we play the radio show inside, and it's a lot of fun on Sundays in there. Live music. We have live music 5 nights a week. So I'm a huge believer in live music. When we get to really spread our wings and do the outside concerts with, like we're doing with Kiss, it's exciting for me.
Speaking of loving live music, how about this? What was your first concert that you ever went to, and where was that? Do you? Yeah,
I don't even remember.
Okay.
I'm that old.
Okay. You've got to.
don't
I
know.
mean, all right, Jennifer, do you remember what your first concert was, and where was it?
Doobie Brothers, Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Okay, mine was Rush, and this was at the Hollywood Sportatorium in South Florida. And I guess you've been to so many, I guess,
I
right?
haven't.
Right?
I really
Sean, so you can't remember.
I grew up in a small town in upstate New York, so it was probably something at the county fair, I guess.
Okay.
The local
that
boys.
works. That works. Absolutely.
Well, then your love of live music, regardless of where you grew up and,
Yep.
and exposure, you know what, I mean, come on, KISS is going to draw tons of people, I would imagine. And,
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And then you
I was
have,
telling Sean, I was really surprised to hear my 20-year-old niece is a big follower. Like, so this is going to be a multi-generational thing as well.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and we're always kid friendly no matter what we do. You know, always bring the kids by. We have ice cream in there, and there's stuff for them to do. They run around, you know, even inside the building's huge. You come in there on a Saturday or Sunday, there's kids running up and down.
We love your alligator.
You know. Yeah. Well, the alligator had to come down for the streetscape, but he needed some rest. He was getting a big workout there.
He's had a few patches on him.
so there is a tie between the private sector and the public sector, because you had to, like as Jennifer said, apply for a special event permit, and all of that information is on the city website, on our YouTube channel. But that's where you, Jennifer, work out all the details and cross all the T's and dot all the I's, so that the private sector can come in and provide such great events for the public, correct?
Absolutely.
That's why we're here together.
Yeah. So the city, of course, if you're inviting the public at large to any size event, the city wants to make sure that you've thought about all the various nuances. Is there sufficient restrooms? Is there sufficient parking? What is an emergency plan? Code requires, if there's alcohol, that there has to be an officer there. A street closure has to be manned by police officers. We have to notify the fire department of any street closures. I mean, it's just sort of all interactive. And we appreciate people spending the time. We have to get the special event applications in at least 60 days ahead of time, which Sean did. But he has more events that I wanted involved with the summer concert series. It's not just KISS. He's got a fantastic lineup here. So, of course,
coming up?
Saturday, July 25th is KISS. August 22nd is Journey. September 5th is Van Halen. September 26th is Aerosmith. And October 17th, Nirvana.
Just to notate, these are tribute bands.
Right.
We
It
don't have
all
the
sounds
budget
good
yet
to me.
for.
It all sounds good to
they
me.
are. Yeah, we've definitely checked them all out, and they are pretty incredible. You know how they cover these bands. So
Exactly. Yeah. And we see, so classic rock, you can't go wrong with that.
Oh,
you know.
absolutely. So, people, bring out your chairs. There's a field next to Henry's Depot. You can set up there. There's lots of space in his parking lot that would be designated for seating, as well as some parking. And, of course, we'll have more parking across the street at City Hall. So, by all means, come out. He's got a great wraparound deck, too. I mean, you don't have to see them necessarily. You can hear them.
Right.
So,
right. And so this goes through, I mean, the concert series, it says summer concert series, but it's actually through October. We've got your approved events here, like you mentioned. So, come on out and have a wonderful time and listen to some great live music. Jennifer, we have some other things.
I do want to mention a couple other things. So it is July, which gosh, it's hot out there. Everyone, please be safe. Drink lots of fluid. But with that said, we still have a lot of stuff going on here in Sanford. So A Day of Deviant is having their July 24th Summer of Sours event, featuring live music there, as well as a full tap list of their all-time favorite Deviant small batch sours, including Sour Manjaro, Coconut Sour Manjaro, Tropical Goose, and Fruits Just a Fad. Lots of stuff there. Tomorrow, the Historic Society is doing a pretty cool event. It's called Mailing Memories, History Through Postcards, and you can attend in person at 5:30 tomorrow night at Monroe Hall, or it will be live streamed on their Facebook page. So that might be something cool everyone can watch, even if you're just at home.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. And Monroe Hall is located in downtown Sanford, also at 400 East First Street, and they do have a Facebook page. And you said it's going to be live streamed as well. And so, of course, Sanford's a historic city, so it's being put on by the Sanford Historical Society. I can only imagine the incredible information and experience that would be for somebody who is interested in learning about Sanford history.
That postcard thing is really cool because the depot was the freight depot where we were. The post office was right in front of it. So I actually found a postcard on eBay that I bought, and I donated it to the museum. I'm hoping it's going to be in this show. But, it was from, I think it was from 1904 or something, but the guy talked about sleeping on a hardwood floor on the back of it. It was really cool, but I just found it very interesting. It took over 100 years. It left that building 100 years ago, and then when I got it in the mail, I was like, it finally came back. So I'm very interested in that event. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
a great story. Thanks for sharing. And what else, Jennifer?
We also have Ladies 327. Well, first let me back up. The City of Sanford and the Chamber of Commerce are together hosting a job fair at the Civic Center on the 29th. So that's very important. The hours are 11 to 7. So if you don't have a job, get there. And if you have one, want something better, still get there. Something for everyone there. That will be well attended. Also, Ladies 327 is having a bunko night at the Sanford Women's Club, and that's going to support one of my favorite charities, Meals on Wheels. Man, they do a lot for our community.
Yeah.
Last but not least, everyone has to come out for Christmas in July. It's on July 31st from 10 to 6 through historic downtown Sanford. And I am telling you, I printed a little bit of information out that they have going on. Big deals. Like, it's not just little deals. We have Janine Taylor Folk Art, 50% off holiday ornaments and decor. They also have mystery grab bags and surprise raffles. Magnolia Square Market is going to have a wine and beer tasting. Triple Goddess Treasures having 50% off their tacky tourist manatee earrings. Treehouse Antiques is having 15% off their vintage handmade birdhouses. I mean, there's literally just if you go to their website, they just have so much to offer on that day.
Yeah, so come on down and support local Christmas in July. That's wonderful.
Also,
July
of course,
31st.
Yep, and I'm in the recreation department, as you know, and I do want to point out we have so much going on in recreation. We have registration for after-school program. School's just going to start just around the corner, but we also have lots of sports. For youth, we have flag football, baseball, soccer, and basketball. In addition, we still have some swim lessons going on. We're also signing up adult sports for volleyball, softball, and flag football. So there's just all kinds of stuff. Check out our website for more information, but get those registrations in early because we do fill up.
Yeah, and so there you have, I mean, Sanford, get your health and wellness going, sports, recreation, and your arts and cultural, and shopping. And what else? And drinking and eating. I think we've got it all
one
covered.
One more thing. Don't forget college baseball out at the stadium. That's always stuff going out there with our River Rats, and go support our local kids.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Please do. And all this information is on the city website at sanfordfl.gov. Of course, social media. If you Google put any name in the search bar on Facebook, you're going to find these organizations. Christmas in July, they have a great Facebook event, a Facebook post about this, and the Henry's Depot, their summer concert series.
Yes, we'll see everyone at the KISS concert. Yeah. We'll all be there.
Makeup and all, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Are you going to have a costume contest?
That will be awesome.
Sean, any last words about Henry's Depot and your concert series?
No, I just hope everybody gets a chance to come down, check it out, whether it's for any one of these live shows or just on a Tuesday for lunch. We're open on Mondays for lunch, actually, too. So I appreciate being here, and thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Well, from the city of Sanford, Sean, I want to say thank you very much for all you're doing for our community. It is so cool. These free concerts, great concerts, and it really helps build our community, get to see each other and know each other. And oh gosh, it is so good to be out again at special events. And what better way to do it than a free concert?
Right, and not to mention, like, City Hall is like a stone's throw to
It is.
Depot.
It
And
is.
run over
Yeah.
there for lunch, come back.
Yes, it
kind of
is.
thing.
Thank
And
goodness.
everything in downtown Sanford is walking distance, which is great.
That's
you know,
awesome.
Very much a walkable, shoppable, drinkable city.
It is. It is. So, well, there you have it. Jennifer Brooks, Special Events Supervisor for the City of Sanford, and Sean Kelley, owner-operator of Henry's Depot. I'm Lisa Holder. You're listening to Sanford Says. Thank you for joining us today. You can find this podcast wherever you subscribe to your favorite podcast and on the city website at sanfordfl.gov. Thank you, and we'll see you around Sanford sometime. Bye.